So I went from making beats with some $15 water speakers to being featured into FL Studio, and here's why. A few weeks ago, I got an email from FL Studio's team. They wanted to put me in the latest update, but here's the thing, it wasn't some random opportunity. They wanted to build an official FL Cloud collection around my name. So of course I said yes. So for this video, I've given myself 2 days to make 5 beats in the style of 5 different artists using my FL Cloud collection. If this works, it might be a game changer for producers everywhere. So by the end of this video, I should hopefully end up with 5 bangers, or this was a complete waste of time. Ah, damn! Let's find out. Alright, so as you guys can see, we're in FL Studio right now. If you flick over to this cloud icon right here, or it might say sounds, you'll see your boy. Every time I'm on FL now, I can just see my face. And so can you. If you go to FL Cloud, you will see this as well. And you'll, of course, have access to this collection. So if you want to use any of these sounds, for example, you just hold this and you just bring it across into your browser. It's completely on time. There are literally thousands of sounds. The actual sound of this sounds amazing. Let's test that and see if it actually is. Alright, man. Day 1. For today, I'll be focusing on making a beat in the style of Bossman Dlow. With hard melodies, brass, and crazy drums, the addictive sound in these beats is something that we need to include today. Oh, yo! On my days, I can hear the whole beat on it already. Can I combine this? As you can hear, it kind of goes up 1 semitone. So I guess if I just make unique and bring this up 1 semitone, would that work? Let's add some other stuff to this. So I'm going to go to an SRX piano right here. And I feel like we need some low piano on this. Hold on. I'm hearing some brass in this. If we bring this across, hold on. Now I'm going to go straight back into FL Cloud. We have a bass in here, which is a really nice bass. Whew. Is that weird or is that cool? I can't tell. I kind of like that. With FL Cloud, man, we can have so many switch ups. So we might just put a little switch up in this as well. So there are actually a few drum sounds in my pack as well. There's like 10 sounds. I might just start off with some of these. I'm literally just dragging it in and I've got the sound. Like, it's that simple. Let's check this 808 in. Pizza! 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 Yo, let's check another 808 in there. We need a live bass to go there. Hold on. Ah, damn! I can't lie, I could not have made that melody myself. So FL Cloud came in clutch there, man. Bum bum. Maybe change the 808 here. Real quick, man, we're still going to do takeaways for this video. If you want to make beats quick, then that collection I got, man, that's the source. Because I made this in under half an hour and it sounded crazy. It really shows guys a little lesson to making beats quick is to have something to start off with. And then you just build onto that. It's like what I did, man. I added this piano, I added the brass. This is what the final beat sounds like. Like, come on, man. And then changes up here. Woo, that brass, crazy. Yeah, that's hard. That beat was fire, man. That was for sure a good start. That is beat 1. On to the next one. All right, beat 2. So for this beat, I want to focus on future sound with hard changing melodies with drums that knock. Let's see if my collection holds up and allows me to make this kind of beat. Oh, yeah, I can hear some potential in that. I want to speed this up like a lot. Oh, wait, what was that? That key sounded cool. Just chuck something random under it. Let's just see if it works. I'm not even going to listen to it. Yo! You know, for the people that are trying to learn, they ain't going to learn much from me just dragging in loops. So let's build into that. So I want this to have more of like a chop vibe. So I'm going to just go to the slice tool and chop this like so across like that. But like we need another piano underneath this. Just like that, simple. I'm actually going to duplicate this across and we're going to make like a little switch up section here. We need like some sort of art. What about this one? Oh, that's sick. We can really mess around with this one. Let's get one little chop. I'm going to mess around with this piano and try and maybe get a different pattern here. Alright, I think the last thing we need on that is a synth bass. So we're going to go straight back to the normal bass that we had in the last beat. Oh, we have this one. Oh, and then add some slides here. Hold on. Let's just do these drums. We can add some stuff after because, man, I'm so desperate to put drums on this. I really like a Luger 808. Speed this up even more, to be honest. Damn, that's crazy. Now this has some like hi-hat rolls and stuff. Hold on, like this, like this. Put it open out over it and layer it with the Southside one as well. A little kick to go underneath that. This is something that you see loads of producers do, like Wheezy and Southside. They put a kick only slightly over the 808. Oh, that was kind of fire. I didn't mean to do that. All right, so now I want to just get some synth one shots to chuck over that. Let's see if FL Cloud has it. So I'm going to go to synth, do type one shots. Good, wait, hold on. Damn, maybe when that piano comes out, we can put this in. Oh, we got to do it to him. We got to bring back the rolls. And to do these snare rolls, man, it's so simple. I've literally just put the third beat and I've just brought this across. I'm just going to follow that with the snare as well. That's crazy. I think we have the second final beat right here, and this one came out crazy. All the switch ups and stuff. Honestly, if I was to do each one of these manually, I feel like it would take ages. I think I picked some good sounds, that's for sure. And I went for more of a Section 8 sort of vibe, future, proper hard vibe. And to get that, man, just using this Luger 808. When do you use this Luger 808? Just have it on one key for the most part. When it's up and down and stuff, it sounds a bit off. So have it at one part, and then everything is very repetitive. You know, I started with a repetitive melody, and then this repetition just got followed through. So guys, another tip right here is to try and make beats that have drums which follow the rhythm of your melody. This is the second beat. This one sounded crazy. Woo! Jump the bat like that, crazy. Damn. Already with the switch ups. Hard. That's crazy. Cancels out. I'm really enjoying this, man. I feel like I could make 50 more. Now on to the third one. And now for the third beat. With Playboi Carti recently releasing his album, I think it'd be wrong if we didn't include him in this video. With dark melodies and unique drums, this beat should hold up pretty nicely. Oh, we can start with that. We can make it like, oh, we're going to start off with this one piano note, all right? Because I think it sounds cool. Just trust the process, right? Ooh, maybe we could chuck this underneath it. I'm using citrus because, guys, this is literally what Carti uses, okay? I think one more thing, and then we check drums on, and then we finish it. Maybe we can use this, just up an octave. And now I need some sort of string to go underneath that, so search up string. Ew, that sounds sick. But we need to change this harpsichord up a little bit. Ew, like have it hit there instead. Or like a proper sort of horror movie sort of vibe on this one. We need that low piano to go underneath that as well. Can we bring this brass back in now? Reverse it. And then let's add a normal one. That's definitely giving me like a dark vibe. Let's try and chuck some Carti drums on and see if we can try and kind of change the melody up a little bit. For now, this is quite a nice start to build off. Let's do it. Okay, come on. Oh, let's get airway on here. This is gonna sound crazy. That's hard. Now we need all the open hats to go with that. So really give it that card a bounce. Get a kick underneath that. That's hard. Yeah, I could definitely a kite on this. This is hard. I reckon if we pitch this up, this could sound sick. Hold on. Is that too much? No, that's like one up an octave. Hold on. Okay, we need some electric guitar now. Please say we have some in FL Cloud. Nah, not even trap. We need like some heavy metal stuff. Come on. That starting bit can work for sure. Let's just chuck that in. So I think we kind of had the beat here, and what I got from this is with these Carti sort of beats, the initial melody doesn't really matter too much, you know? It's kind of more based on the drums. The melody is just something that you have to have there, do you know what I'm saying? But the drums is really where the big part of this beat is. So as you can hear on this one, I did exactly that, you know? Drums are slapping and very repetitive, and that's all you need, man. Repetitive drums and very simple sort of dark melody, and you've got a Carti beat. So let's give this one a listen. This one sounds sick. Oh man, drums are going crazy. Damn. That guitar coming in as well. Really has to like carve up. Damn, that's hard. Yeah, that's that beat, and yeah, on to the next one. All right, man. Day 2. So for this 4th beat, we'll be focusing on Lil Baby's sound. A sound I haven't really covered on the channel. In particular, I want to go for a beat that sounds like his release, Dumb, Dumb, and Dumber. Let's do that today. There was one loop that I found in here, and this is what it sounds like. That's like instantly gives you that vibe. I think we could definitely build into this. So I've duplicated that same track, stretched it across, so it's like double the length. I'm going to put some effects on this. It could be like a second sort of background layer. And the phaser as well. Let's pull up a few octaves as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is sauce. And that sounds like a whole different, like, counter melody. I feel like we need a piano on this. Of course, we gotta get a piano to go underneath that, like a low piano. Yeah, we all knew that was coming. And then I think on this section, we had some brass. Just like that. We can follow some of these notes. Of course, to finish off, man, we need to get that synth bass that was in, like, all of the other beats. So let's just gonna make it follow these root notes right here. Like a little glide here. We need something to go here. We need some sort of like lead sounds. Ooh, that could be quite fire. Alright, so now we have this. Let's just put some external effects on, and then yeah, we're gonna check these drums on. Put a little bit of compression on this. Drum-wise, man, I'm definitely gonna go for like a wheezy bounce because, of course, this one is inspired by Dumb, Dumb, and Dumber. So I've just slowed this down to 130 because then it's got more of that sort of wheezy vibe to it. A little bit more space in it now. And I think like a different snare here. Now it's time for the airway. Then like a little roll here. Dun, dun, dun. Now let's add some stuff to the hi-hats. Bring that over maybe. That's hard. Let's get a kick to go underneath that. this kick, what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to clone this and do copy and paste. On this first pattern, I'm just going to delete this whole second side. And on the second pattern, I'm going to keep the second side. This new one I've added, click reverse polarity again, and now it should hit. Sounds right on that note, I think. Right, let's add a little open hat. So we have the final beat right here, and for some takeaways, man, to make beats like this, they're real anthems. So use a lot of horns and instruments in that sort of range, and then layering that on top with the trick that I did right at the start, duplicating the same pattern and stretching it out, and then putting like phases and effects on it, just makes a whole new counter melody that quickly. And of course, man, with FL Cloud, that's really what brought this idea to life. When your 808s change tone, like by about 5 semitones, the kick normally sounds a bit off, but to fix that, you just duplicate the kick and reverse the polarity. That's exactly what I did in here, and it sounds good. Pretty fire, I think. This is what it sounds like. So for when it drops, man. Slap. And the switch up as well. Crazy. Solid. That's the fourth beat, and now onto the fifth and final beat. So for the fifth and final beat, we'll be creating a beat in the style of Travis Scott. With ethereal arps and crazy synths, let's focus to hit that analog greatness with the help of FL Cloud, and finish off the video with a hit. To finish this off, man, I found this synth loop, and this is what it sounds like. Like, come on. So I'm going to start off by putting a piano over it just so I can get the right MIDI, and then we're going to switch the sound out, of course. Let's start like this. If I put some root notes on top. So if we get that, but with a different sound, yeah, this could be really fire. So I'm going to go to something quiet and release right now. That's fire. Let's export that out, and maybe we can chop that up a little bit. If we just use this second bit, that sounds fire. Maybe just another segment of pigments. Now we need a crazy bass sound. I don't want to use the same one I've been using for all the beats. Let's try and find a different one. Yeah. Yep. And then like a little slide here could be sick. At this section, I want a different ARP. So let's type in ARP. Maybe we can use this one. I think you need some effects on because it sounds quite plain right now. Yeah, wait, hold on. Oh, yo. I need some more energy. Yeah, what the heck? We need something else here as well, so... Damn, that sounds crazy. One more thing. Like there. So that makes this switch up so obvious. All right, I think it's drum time. Oh, you know what? Let's just chuck that airway in. Yeah, we got to put that kick on though. Yeah, let's add some open ups to this now. Maybe I try on this hi-hat a little bit too. That's kind of hard to bring that across. Some more countless says too. Oh, I kind of like that. Alright guys, so I've now arranged it, and yeah, this final result is sounding pretty fire. Just before we get into it, man, some takeaways from this, man, is when you're making Travis Scott type beats, ARPs are your best friends. ARPs and just synth sounds in general, that's something that really helped me out on this one. Drum side, I went for a Wheezy bounce again, so go for some hard Wheezy drums, mix some D-Rich drum selection in there as well, and yeah, man, you got a hit. So anyway, this is what the final beat sounded like. Let's give this one a listen.
Lost.
Loads of ambience here. Space for the artist. And then it comes in. Yeah, crazy. I got defo with Travis on this. It's hard. Then switch it up again. Whew. That's insane. Again, thank you to FL Studio for sponsoring the video, and if you guys want to use the collection that I used today, be sure to go check out in the top link of the description. Honestly, there's some crazy sounds in here, and I mean, I didn't even have to say it, man. You heard it, you know what I'm saying? So this whole thing is crazy how I'm literally in FL Studio now. Like, you can kind of see it behind me, so I'm forever grateful for that. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.